Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us this weekend. I'm Ken Kozorowski, subbing in for Allison tonight. A joyous celebration for Christians around the region today. This was the Easter Mass service this morning inside La Crosse's own St. Joseph the Workman Cathedral. This is the day Christians officially recognize the resurrection of Jesus Christ. In a message posted on social media platforms this morning, cathedral leaders are encouraging their parishioners to remember that Easter is a personal summons to live your life with purpose. The momentous day in the faith also inspires a large number of visitors from outside our region.
Come down here every Easter for service here.
The sermon from the bishop.
And the arrival of Easter also signals the end of the Lenten season in the Christian calendar. Mirage Sports Bar is open this Easter and offering a special holiday meal. For just $10, you can get their Easter meal, consisting of mashed potatoes and gravy, corn, and a dessert. They also offer their regular menu options, including their Smash Burger special. The Mirage hosts a meal for every holiday.
There's always people that need a meal, aren't going anywhere else, don't have family left anymore, or would just rather not cook for themselves.
And the Mirage is open all night tonight and will continue to serve their Easter meal until they run out. Members of the La Crosse community came together for an Easter party. It's one of the first hosted by Enchanted Events. The party over at Myrick Park featured games, Easter egg hunts, prizes, and free food. Founder Bobby Johnson recently converted her party business to a nonprofit. She says she started the nonprofit to give back to the community that has done so much for her.
You guys gave so much to me when I first moved here, so I was like, okay, well, let me give back and let me start bringing the community together. Like, a lot of these people in here probably don't even know each other, and this probably be their first time meeting each other.
Johnson says she hopes to continue her parties during other holidays this coming year. Pope Francis making his highest profile appearance yet since being discharged from the hospital. He gave the traditional Easter blessing from the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica. The pontiff's Easter messages included an appeal to end conflicts across the world, particularly in Gaza. Well, this Easter Sunday certainly brought some showers and wet conditions to our area. Here's a look at downtown earlier in the day as rains started coming down. And it looks like some showers might continue throughout the night this evening. Let's send it over to our First Warn Weather Center and Nicole Skalicki to time it all out.
Yes, hopefully anybody that did have some Easter egg hunts this morning found all those eggs, because they're definitely getting wet now, and they were going to have some soggy candy if you find them later. We're continuing to see showers move throughout the area. However, we're seeing bits of breaks within those showers now, especially to our south. La Crosse actually getting a brief break. However, more rain is going to continue on the way. Eau Claire still holding on to a nice continuous drizzle out there. If we take a live look at radar right now, there, as you can see, those more scattered showers moving in, mainly near and south of I-90. That's going to continue on for the next few hours. So far, we've picked up just about half an inch here at the station in La Crosse. Most of the area really seeing that same amount, but some higher amounts just south of I-90, possibly getting closer to 3/4 of an inch. Eau Claire just seeing those showers a couple hours ago, so still holding on to some lesser amounts. If we take a broader view at it, though, you can see those breaks are going to continue on. We're still seeing on and off again showers, though, for the rest of the evening, and we have a chance to have a brief moment of some heavier rain as well moving in as we go later into the evening, especially for areas south of I-90. So still plenty of rain on the way, but I'll break down all the details on when it's actually going to finish up coming up in my full forecast.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Nicole. Well, 4 Menominee residents are dead after a plane crash in Illinois. That is according to the Illinois State Police. Police responded Saturday morning after a small plane crashed into a field about 200 miles south of Chicago. Authorities confirmed 46-year-old Ross Nelson, 45-year-old Ramey Rundle, 36-year-old Courtney Morrow, and 48-year-old Michael Morrow died in that crash, all 4 from Menominee. The NTSB says the single-engine plane struck power lines before crashing. A nearby witness couldn't believe what she saw.
There's just debris everywhere. You couldn't even tell it was a plane at all. It was absolutely devastating. It was, power lines were down. There was just like pieces all over the road.
All 4 on board the plane were pronounced dead at the scene. The FAA and NTSB are both involved in the investigation. One person is seriously injured after a semi-truck hit them. It happened last night just before 10 o'clock. The Vernon County Sheriff says a truck hit a man who was walking on Highway 27 just south of Cashton. Investigators say the truck had a functioning dash cam. Initial reports say the man was walking on the shoulder when he suddenly stepped into the highway and collided with the truck. First responders have airlifted that man to Gunderson in La Crosse. The sheriff's office is still investigating. A Pepin man is dead after an ATV accident. 73-year-old Richard Bignell was ejected from his ATV in front of his garage and the ATV landing on his body. First responders attempted CPR, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. Bignell was not wearing a helmet at the time of the crash. A reminder that La Crosse's annual brush pickup is almost here. It begins on Monday. You're asked to bundle up your branches with cotton string, keep them under 4 feet and 50 pounds, and have them at the curb by 7 a.m. Monday. The Isle de Plume drop-off site also accepts brush on weekends, Mondays, and Tuesdays. The battle over the Trump administration's deportation measures continues to intensify, with both a U.S. Senator and President Trump weighing in on the debate this Easter Sunday. CBS's Christian Benavides has more.
Lawyers for the Trump administration are urging the Supreme Court to allow the deportations of Venezuelan men they claim are criminal gang members to continue. The deportations remain paused while justices consider the matter. The administration's filing came hours after a rare weekend ruling by the justices, which halted deportation flights. The migrants are currently being held in a Central Texas detention center. Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen recently returned from El Salvador, where he met with Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Justice Department officials have said Abrego Garcia was mistakenly deported to a prison in El Salvador last month in what they call a clerical error. Van Hollen appeared on Face the Nation on Sunday.
Because when you trample on the constitutional rights of one man, as the courts have all said is happening in this case, you threaten the constitutional rights of every American.
Van Hollen said it's time for the Trump administration to adhere to the Supreme Court ruling and facilitate Abrego Garcia's return.
Go to court, stop tweeting, and put up or shut up in front of the judges.
President Trump used Easter Sunday as an opportunity to attack those questioning his deportation measures. In a post to Truth Social, the president wrote, "Happy Easter to all, including the radical left lunatics who are fighting and scheming so hard to bring murderers and well-known MS-13 gang members back into our country." The president will take part in Easter celebrations Monday in Washington. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
Now, among those Easter activities the President and the First Lady are expected to oversee Monday, the annual White House Easter Roll, the beloved yearly tradition in which children ages 13 and under gather at the White House for some holiday fun. Still to come, the silver lining coming off of Tax Day, what average Americans are pulling in this spring from Uncle Sam.
News 8 Now and these proud sponsors honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors.
Jason's been with us long enough now to see changes in Michael's abilities. He can analyze them and tailor his recommendations because he has almost as much knowledge of Michael's health as Michael's doctors do. I think that's huge. That is the single biggest factor for me. And that kind of client relationship is invaluable, especially when you're facing the challenges that we are.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevators. Stop in and see us today.
Hello again. For those of you who've asked, Danielle's doing a great job taking over as GM here at the board store, and me, I just spent 3 delightful days at the Laba Home Show visiting with so many past customers who expressed what a great home improvement experience they had with the board store. Improving homes, improving lives. It's what we do. When you're happy, we're happy. If you're planning a home improvement this year, call or visit the board store soon. More than you'd expect for less than you thought.
Neighbors Day returns Saturday, April 26th. Neighbors Day is a family-friendly volunteer event for the community to come together to help their elderly and disabled neighbors spruce up their yard for spring. This is a great way to get outside, help others, and make a difference in your community. For more information, visit our website today.
News 8 Now and these proud sponsors honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
As you hop off to enjoy any final Easter plans, it's important to keep in mind which businesses will still be open. Well, Walmart is operating during their regular hours, while other major grocers like Target and Aldi are closed for the day. If you're looking for a place to eat, you are in luck, as many places from fast food to sit-down chain restaurants will still be operational. Easter spending is certainly hopping. Shoppers were projected to spend $23.6 billion this Easter, over $1 billion more than last year. The bulk of the spending is done on candy, as you may have guessed, which accounts for over $3 billion in spending. Those chocolate eggs, though, might cost more this year. The price of cocoa has been rising for several years due to crop shortages from droughts. Almost 68 million Americans received a tax refund from Uncle Sam this year. The Internal Revenue Service says the average refund is more than $3,100. Now, before you spend it all in one place, experts advise considering your big three. Fund an emergency reserve to cover 6 to 12 months of living expenses, reduce your credit card debt, and put money in retirement plans to the best of your ability. We will have more news ahead, but first.
Rain is going to continue to fall across the area as we go into tonight and into early Monday morning. I'll break it all down on when exactly we're going to see a little bit of a break in the rain coming up right after the break.
This is the story about a little empathy. No matter where little empathy looked, it just couldn't find its place in the world. Which was sad because it had so much to give. Then one day, little empathy made a friend. And the friend took it somewhere it would always be useful and appreciated. Welcome to a place where healthcare is all about caring. Amplify Health. A little empathy changes everything.
Hey, Dominic here to tell you that we have rubs. We have a chicken and pork rub, we have a sweet chicken and pork rub, and we have a beef rub. Our rubs cover everything from chicken wings to complex briskets. For some amazing pulled pork, take a pork butt, coat with mustard, season with the sweet chicken and pork rub, smoke at 225 degrees to an internal temp of 200 degrees. Let it rest and pull it apart. It's gonna take a while, so make a Bloody Mary using Please Name Bloody Mary mix. I don't think a day could get much better.
Wisconsin, one of those places where families spend their winters among our frozen lakes and snow-covered hills. With all the fun we're having, it's easy to take for granted how we warm up, by the fire or simply adjusting our thermostat. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? It might be simple to imagine for 60 seconds, but for many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. Freezing temperatures aren't just uncomfortable for them, they can be deadly. Make a real difference by providing a hand up for a neighbor in need. No matter the amount, every dollar helps. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Authorities in Oklahoma confirmed 2 people died when their vehicle was swept away by floodwaters. It happened overnight in Moore, Oklahoma. Investigators say their vehicle ended up in a creek and was wedged against a drainage pipe. A third person was able to escape the vehicle and was taken to the hospital in serious condition. And police in the city of Moore report dozens of other high water rescues as strong storms moved through. Dry conditions to start our Easter Sunday, but it certainly gave way to some afternoon showers that look to be continuing throughout this evening. Let's time it all out with Nicole.
Yeah, we do have a little bit of a break coming right now, but that's really not going to last as we go further into the night. So if you want to maybe take your chance of dodging a few light raindrops, especially for areas near and south of I-90, now would be the time because we do have some more heavy rain coming in the next few hours. Eau Claire is still holding on to that more constant drizzle, but you could see some breaks coming in, that scattered showers in the next hour or so. But again, after that, we're looking at more rain on the way as we go throughout the overnight period. So here's what we have on Sky Tracker for now. We're going to continue to see that break, probably letting up sometime around 8 or 9 p.m. and it's going to be followed up with some more moderate to even heavy rainfall. There you can see it in the yellows and oranges. Possible thunderstorm activity just to the south of us, but as it gets up to our area around 10 p.m., it fizzles out a little bit, mainly just giving those more heavy rain rates. That's really going to continue mainly for areas kind of closer to the Mississippi, maybe a little bit to the west as well, and that's really going to add on to some higher rain amounts as we go into your morning hours. So while we're not really expecting any flooding potential, there could be some ponding on roadways that have lower drainage or just some minor rising in some of those smaller river valleys. Otherwise, it's been fairly dry, so we have a good ability to be able to absorb a lot of this rain that we're getting. A lot of it continues to move on out, and it really fizzles out through the early morning hours, just seeing some light drizzle, mainly north of I-90 by around 6 in the morning tomorrow, and then by 10 to 11, a lot of that rain should be out of the area, and we'll be left with some nice cloudy skies and breezy conditions for the rest of the day. So here's what we're looking for the rest of the evening. Really just a nice light drizzle, not really seeing a whole lot more in the next few hours until that heavy rain comes in. Then you can really see the difference maker. As we go into the morning hours, you can really see where that heavy rain is going to be falling, seeing the potential for 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches in some more localized areas that get a little bit luckier under that heavier stuff. Otherwise, everybody else at least seeing another 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of rain on top of what we've already gotten so far this afternoon. Lows tonight staying fairly mild. Some areas north of I-94 getting temperatures a few degrees above freezing. That's cold enough to possibly support enough freezing for maybe a few snowflakes to develop throughout the early morning hours, but accumulation with any of that snow is looking highly unlikely. As we go into tomorrow, highs are staying cooler than normal. It's going to stay cloudy and we'll have winds blowing fairly strongly out of the northwest. So we're seeing some highs staying for the most part in the low to mid 50s out there. Here's a look at those winds. They're staying strong even through the morning hours, edging on about breezy to windy, seeing winds mainly blowing out of the northwest, and then we're seeing them about 20 miles an hour throughout your afternoon. So a little bit breezy out there and it's going to be cloudy, but we will have a break in that rain throughout most of the day until we move into Tuesday. Monday afternoon and night looking dry, but once we get into early Tuesday morning, we have some more light scattered showers moving in, getting to the Mississippi River Valley around 4 in the morning. Those will continue reaching Eau Claire around 6 or 7 in the morning for Tuesday, but they move pretty quickly and it's already out of the area as we get towards the late morning hours. And we'll have another dry break as we go into Tuesday night and Wednesday, but Wednesday night showing more rain potential going into Tuesday and possibly holding on into Friday morning as well. A little bit of a break going into Saturday and the start of Sunday, but of course, even more rain will be on the way as we go towards Sunday night. So plenty of chances to pick up some more rain if you're not sick of it yet going into the rest of the week. Plenty of April showers coming in, and that's really the name of the game for this week. It is the season for all this rain, but hopefully we don't get too much because that does always make for some headaches out there. And we do have one nice dry and warm day coming up on Wednesday. So that's going to be the day to get outside and enjoy it.
All right, so we will plan accordingly. And temperatures in the 70s.
Can't complain.
It's fantastic.
Yes.
Thanks, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, still running strong from La Crosse to Boston. How the 65-year-old is using her family's support to power her way to one of the most iconic races in the world. Cade is next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Right now, you're busy taking care of the people you love. Let Window World take care of the place you live. Window World, America's exterior remodeler. Improving homes, changing lives.
Attention! If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 715-469-6907. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 715-469-6907. Again, that's 715-469-6907.
This $5 Mega Millions game is super exciting!
There are prize multipliers built into every play. So the lowest prize you can win is $10. Plus, it has bigger jackpots more often with better chances to win it!
$5 Mega Millions really is something to shout about.
It's available at Wisconsin lottery retailers near you, like this one.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
The saying better late than never can apply to a multitude of different things, but for one 65-year-old Coulee region woman, her passion for running started later than most. Now she's preparing for one of the biggest races in the world, and she tells sports director Jacob Lenzendorf about her journey to this point.
It gives me peace, it gives me joy, and it brings harmony to my life. And I just love it.
11 years ago, when Lynetta Coop's son asked her if she wanted to run a marathon with him, her love for running started to blossom.
One side of me was going, nah, you don't want to do this. The other side was going, your son just asked you to run a marathon with him. You know, you should do that.
After discovering this new passion and logging countless miles since that day, it was some friends that prompted the idea of Lynetta competing in the longest running marathon in the world.
Last March, some friends of mine in Florida said, what did you do that half marathon in? And I said, oh, I did it in 2:02. They said, you can qualify for Boston.
In September of last year, in a race in Geneva, Coop beat the time needed to advance to Boston by 13 minutes, and now she can hardly wait to compete in the most prestigious marathon that there is.
My main goal is to finish it, to enjoy it, to relish it, and to have fun.
And Lynetta already knows what will be going through her mind as she steps up waiting for that signal to begin.
When I hear that bell go off for my group to go in, it's like, Lynetta, this is for you. You can do this.
Lynetta says she will finish, and when she does, she'll be reminded of all the people in her life that helped her achieve such an amazing accomplishment.
I'm going to think of the people that got me there. I'm going to think of my husband, I'm going to think of my best friend, and I'm going to think of my son, because those are the people who got me here. And I'm going to think of my mom and all the rest of my family that said, you know, we're proud of you and you can do it.
And if you're looking for a way to spot her when she finishes up her race,
usually I do a big jump. I hope I still have enough energy to do that big jump, because that's what I'll do.
Lynetta's husband is going with her, as well as her friend Rose, who's accompanied her in all of her major marathons. She'll also be there to watch. She says a ton of people around the area want to tune in and see what number she is. So if you're looking out for her, that number is 25562. And best of luck to you, Lynetta.
I've never been a long distance runner. I've never felt like I have the stamina in me. You run a couple of miles and I'm done. I feel like that's an accomplishment. But listening to Lynetta, it's like you can feel the inspiration and almost want to like run alongside her too.
And even beyond running, it just shows that no matter where you are in life, how old you are, start something new, because you never know where it can take you, and it can take you to places like the Boston Marathon.
Absolutely, an iconic venue. So it'll be a very special, not just day, the whole week.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's going to make a trip out of it as well.
I'm sure she'll enjoy it.
Hope it's a good one.
All right, we'll have another look at your forecast when we come back.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Spring is here, and it's time for a fresh start. Trade in your old furniture or mattress and get a discount on brand new furniture. We'll even deliver and haul it off for free. Out with the old, in with the new. Spring into comfort at King Furniture.
Bathroom remodeling. The Board Store is your one-stop shop for bathroom remodeling. We're a VA-approved provider for veterans as well as meeting the needs of all homeowners. Just replace the tub or shower? We offer acrylic, solid surface and tile, and all the desirable fixtures and accessories. New cabinets, sink, toilet, flooring. It's all here in our showroom. Designers who help you plan provide a clear proposal and a firm price. Carpenters, plumbers, electricians to do it right and on time. Bathroom remodeling, the Board Store. More than you expect for less than you thought.
Honey, for dinner, do you want mac or cheese?
For your birthday party, you can have fun or games.
Are you ready to rock or roll?
We want both.
Don't settle for or. M3 is your yes and insurance partner. World-class expertise, yes, and individual attention. Don't settle for anything less than yes and.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Spring is here, and it's time for a fresh start. Trade in your old furniture or mattress and get a discount on brand new furniture. We'll even deliver and haul it off for free. Out with the old, in with the new. Spring into comfort at King Furniture.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day. Get it today.
Another live look at radar right now. Just a reminder, you can track the weather anywhere going to our website or using the First Warn Weather app, looking at live radar whenever you want. Don't have to wait for the shows to come around. Otherwise, as we go throughout the rest of the night, I'm in the wrong hit, but we're going to see some more rain, and rain is really going to be the name of the game for the rest of the week. Plenty of rain on the way, but we do have one dry day coming in for Wednesday, so we have that to look forward to.
Gotta cherish.
Hey, it's the end of April. The showers are going to be here. Thanks for joining us at 5:30. We'll see you at 10.